everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. And guess what I'm smoking today? You guessed it. My favorite, and a Meerschaum pipe. Look at this guy. A Viking. Hey, beauteous. This pipe was given to me by Bernie. What's up? We've been commenting back and forth for a while, many years actually. But this pipe was one that I'm not sure if it's dropped or threw to the ground. Anyway, it broke. I don't know if you can see it. So, I had to get kind of an epoxy. Had to put a ring on it to support it. And it smokes beautiful. It is a great pipe. Now, the only problem with the repair will be that it won't color, which around this area doesn't really matter. This is also probably the heaviest pipe that I have, and so it's quite hefty. But again, I don't clench, so that's not an issue with me. I really like it. So, it is March Meerschaum Madness. And remember, this is also part of my to smoke every pipe. So March is a month that I will smoke every Meerschaum, smoke one a day at least, and all of my Meerschaums. And I have 24. But what I'm going to show you today is, this is prime example. Facial Meerschaums, carved Meerschaums that have a face on them. And I have 8 all total. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to get some help. Hey guys, you want to help me out? Have a couple Meerschaums that you could show off? I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll fill each of the bowls with tobacco for you as a little incentive. Sounds good? Okay, we'll do it. We'll get back to you. All right, thank you. So, the facial pipes that I have. First one again, Viking. This one here I also got from WhatsApp. I put a ring on it too. But this one here, can you see it? Pretty cool. This is a gentleman, and I've kind of named this Sir Walter. I'm just kind of imagining what Sir Walter Raleigh could have been like. Sir Walter, also from What's Up, Bernie. This one I got. Got herself a lady. Ornate hat with feathers. Giggles and grins. I'm just imagining her as Mary, Queen of Scotland. Queen of the Scots. This one I got from Uncle Phil's cellar. Uncle Phil. Now, he's not my uncle, but Uncle Phil's cellar had a kind of a charity auction. So I got this guy in that. I'll always give to these little charity auctions. Okay. And you just saw this just last week. If you can remember, this was the first Meerschaum I ever bought, and it's a Sultan. So, let's get it over to the lads for their Meerschaum pipes. Look at the size of this. A Sultan. Is this even a pipe? Anyway, another Sultan. There's nothing in it. Get a couple puffs. I think we were tricked. He did trick us. Maybe these two were sultans from very small countries. Well, that was the gang. Okay. The final two facial pipes, let me show you, comes in a box. It's a set. This is a surprise from my best friend. You saw that? This is a set of Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Sherlock Holmes. And Watson. Gotta love it. Love Sherlock Holmes. Okay. So there you have my facial Meerschaum pipes. Hope you have enjoyed that. So, next week, 17th, St. Patty's Day. And I'm going to tell you just a little story. It's my favorite. It's one that comes to mind every St. Patrick's Day. It's not a sailor story, which kind of be censored probably. Nah. It just, this is actually, if you've been around, I've think I've said this every St. Patrick's Day. As you may know, I was raised Catholic, went to Catholic schools, and in elementary school, when I first started, that was in Canal City, or Charleston, West Virginia, St. Agnes. Now, St. Patrick's Day is not a holiday. It's not a school holiday, but it's observed. But when it comes to this time, first grade, fourth, fifth, it was celebrated at our church mainly because the two priests that ran the school were Father Sweeney, an Irish Catholic, and Father Gallagher, who was actually an Irish-born Catholic priest. So, for us, St. Patrick's Day kind of was a holiday. We had to be at school, but we didn't do anything. And I remember we would get into the cafeteria and we would all have special cake, ice cream for St. Patty's Day besides, our lunches and stuff. And pretty much most of our day was in that cafeteria, singing Irish folk songs. Just loving it. It was a great day. But the main thing on this was, I still remember Father Gallagher. Now, at that time, he was already probably 60 years old or older. And in fact, one of his dreams was to finally be able to go back to Ireland. But I can remember we'd be singing these Irish songs. And in the back, Father Gallagher would be crying. I guess crying for the life he had and the love he had for Ireland. So he'd be in the back crying while we're singing these Irish songs. And I still remember that. I fondly remember that. So I just wanted to pass that one on for St. Patty's Day. A little extra to that is, I think I might have been in college by the time my mom sent me a letter, and his obituary, Father Gallagher did make it back to Ireland. He retired, was back in Ireland, and that's where he passed away. That's what he had always wanted, to go back to Ireland. And although I was sad that passed, but my mom wanted me to know that, yeah, he made it back to Ireland. So thank you for listening. Little Pinky, very sophisticated. Very sophisticated. Coming up, is my 6th anniversary as a presenter on the YTPC. Almost the 10th of my life. If you have some funny, fuzzy math. But there'll be a little celebration for you next week's video, so be sure to check it out. Put this in your calendar. Anywho, I hope you like this. And remember, if you didn't like this, you can't get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. Take care out there.